You know, in Acholi, if it was typically an Acholi program, I would have been extremely delighted today for having sat near God. Because God in Acholi is Uganda. I'm delighted to have sat with Mr. Uganda, whose name is equivalent to God in my language. What I'm not very sure about is I've been invited to preside over a dinner, which dinner I have not yet seen. UMI needs to market better. I'll tell this little story about marketing. There's a man in a little shop and selling merchandise. And some guy came and rented the shop on his left and put there quality goods. So all the people who are coming would head straight to his shop, abandoning the original man. And then a few months later, another man came on the left and marked his shop best quality and cheap goods. So the traffic shifted from his right to his left. He was isolated. So what did he do? He said, okay, I must think carefully. Cheap goods on the left, quality and cheap goods on the right, and he decided to call his shop Main Entrance. So because now his shop was the main entrance, everybody started coming here. You need to market better. I have heard you have uploaded Parliament, which is an institution of government that has been giving you people, but I think you could do better because you can become an institution that is actually self-sustaining. So I want to thank the people who manage this institution. I used to know it at first when it was Institute of Public Administration, and I was just asking that they said it was changed in the year 2006 to become the Uganda Management Institute. The shift from public administration to emphasis on management is a fundamental shift in the dealing with the public affairs. The entire Commonwealth created an institution called CAPA, the Commonwealth Association of Public Administration Management. Administration is always emphasized before management. Africa has created its own AAPAM, Africa Association of Public Administration and Management. And Uganda has a chapter as well. Uganda Association of Public Administration and Management. It's only today I've discovered that actually the Secretariat is housed at Uganda Management Institute. So if you talk about public administration, you're talking about symbolically Dr. John Mittal. And if you talk about training, to empower, to re-energize, to re-equip and re-skill public servants, you're essentially talking about Francis Lubanga and Dr. Carter. Is this relationship properly enhanced? Is this relationship properly supported and financed by the government? When the British created, or whoever created the Institute of Public Administration, it was specifically for the purpose of skilling, reskilling, realigning, re-equipping public servants to make service delivery more effective and more efficient. So it was like, you recruit, yes, they start work, yes, but like many of us, when we start that work, you really don't know what to do with the staff before you. So they immediately send them for training. And it was the Institute of Public Administration that used to do that, partially together with the local government center. If you have an organization like UAPAM, what is its relevance in terms of its relationship with the cadre that should constitute its membership? Or maybe I should ask the first question. What is its membership? Maybe even the second question. Does it have a membership? Because I was invited to come and be in a dinner which has been arranged in a bid to reactivate the local chapter. And the local chapter is UAPAM. Things are changing in government when we are watching. Emphasis is shifting when we are watching. Mistakes are being made when we are watching. If you hear the discussions currently, there's even a tendency of them trying to phase out issues of public administrators. I don't know whether you're mad about it. They are trying to realign public administration to something else. They are trying to absorb the cadre that actually are administrators trained to do so into something else. Now, if these trends are being discussed, where is Dr. Carter in this thing? What I see is a possible disconnect. Now, when major policies are coming of this nature, that's Dr. John Mitala called Dr. Carter. That assemble for me a team and analyze this for me. It's coming up so that I have a strong position on how to present this issue. So that is the question. Does it happen? Because if it doesn't happen, then that is the beginning of our problem. So to start the issue of reactivating, we might have to start with the reactivating discussion between the two institutions. First and foremost. Then the recognition will come that the cadre that constitute public service have got to be mobilized, reskilled, and their presence felt in public service. But I can tell you, where there is no administrator, you feel it. You may not say it, you may not even know it, but you see things going somehow wrong, somehow amiss. You wouldn't point to what problem is causing this, but you can almost 100% attribute it to either a lack of an administrator or a failure of that administrator to make system function the way they should. So the first thing that we need to do is to get the group together, get the soldiers together. I see Mr. Charles Owo there. I have known him for a long time. I knew when he used to work for the cooperative bank. That was a long time ago. That is in these things, transferring knowledge from that sector to this. So how do we deal with these things? Because ordinarily, these public officers, the public servants, who are actually administrators, do not have like a forum, do not have like a, what do you call it, a forum where they come together, share experiences, identify gaps, do needs assessment, and reorganize themselves to see how to serve better. To reactivate means you want to empower the officers to act beyond compliance, beyond what they are required to do, beyond their schedule of duty, beyond their call. You want them to act beyond the ordinary duty they are given to accomplish. You want them to step out and serve better. You don't want them to be 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock on the dot, even if it's in the middle of a sentence. The minute it's 5 o'clock, that person will prepare to leave. Or you have the incidents of jackets hanged on chairs. When people come in the morning, they put the jacket there and they're off to other places. At about 5 o'clock coming, then they come and pick the jacket from where they left them and dress up to board the taxi and go home. Why? There's a problem of motivation. Are we sufficiently motivating our public officials? Are we doing that? What policies do we have in place to re-energize these people? That might be one of the issues that you need to deal with to make people move away from just doing what they are required to do to going beyond the call of duty, to going beyond the schedule of the duty, to taking the extra mile. Because all of us are capable of doing the extra mile, but we need to be sufficiently motivated to extract that spirit from us that we can do beyond what we are required to do to accomplish what must be accomplished. So there's the issue of motivation. There's the issue of morale. I even hear section of people who want to go on strike. Morale, motivation are critical issues. The issue of knowledge itself. And Dr. Nkata, you are in charge of this, or you should be in charge of this. Are they sending everybody to you? Are they organizing this group and say these people need the orientation because things are changing so quickly that in order for us to do better, we need to be reskilled? Are they sending them to you? If they are not, where are they sending them? And if they are sending them anywhere at all, is that being effective in terms of returns to the service? Knowledge. What about skills? Do they have the right skill sets to be able to do the things the way they should be done? This is what UMI should be doing on the instructions or recommendation or secondment from Dr. Mitala. Dr. Mitala should prepare a list of people. Say, go and be resident there for 2 months, 3 months, and come back refreshed, re-energized, reskilled, restored, retuned to come and do public service. What about attitude? What eventually boils down to the wrong attitude could have been sets of different circumstances. If you have issues of corruption, those are attitude problems. Many of us think corruption is only about people stealing money. Corruption is also about people coming to hand courts, use government time, and go do other things, and come back. That's part of corruption. How do we re-energize people to make them better deliverers of public service? So, we have done well as UMI by training the people who come to you. All I'm asking for, there should be an organized system from the public service supplying people to UMI to reskill them, retool them, and feedback them back to the system, and they work better. It is also incumbent on us as government, as parliament, to make sure that the staff morale and motivation is worked upon. When children are about to go to school, the headaches, you make phone calls to offices and there is nobody, and you can't blame them because the children must go to school. That is their only work. When you have staff and workers who have to worry about where they are going to sleep because in the morning the landlord visited them, it relates and comes to the issue of motivation and staff morale, and eventually leads to people trying to make ways of trying to make the ends meet, and you end up calling it corruption. And yet the system, if they sit on their desk and work the shell of duties you give them, they'll go hungry, their children will go to school, and they'll not be able to pay rent. If they do, what they should be doing. So because of this, we are the ones creating the atmosphere for people to start cutting corners and doing things to make ends meet, and in the end, affecting service delivery. So, to reactivate the local chapter, which is UAPAM, you need to energize the foot soldiers that constitute the membership of UAPAM. Without making them active, without making them visible, we will be a big name with a big office and officials, but with no cadre to be proud of. With no membership, you only have the elections of the chairperson and the leaders. You elect yourselves from the top here, and you have nobody to call to be your membership. So let's start from the very basic. Let's re-energize the membership, let them feel like they belong, let us treat them well, and let them become members. And then we reactivate the chapter, so that even when we go for these international functions, we go, when we win, we know we have won because we have a solid foundation back home under UAPAM.